What's that white noise? Oh man, it must be something supernatural. Oh man, that can drive a person crazy, hearing those kind of noises. Well, this is White Noise 2, and having never played White Noise Online, which predated this game, I can definitely tell you that the textures look a lot sharper from the pictures I've seen between the first and second game. And even this game's a little bit dated now. Unfortunately, it came out in 2017. But it's an interesting sort of take on Left 4 Dead. Instead of going around blasting like enemies with weapons, you're trying to collect clues. So it sort of feels like Nancy Drew meets like Left 4 Dead, I guess. I couldn't pinpoint that at the time, but now I'm like, you know what? That's what it feels like. I'm Nancy Drew inside with a flashlight inside like a creepy field or manor or I don't know, there's like 10 or 20 different stages. There's a lot of monsters that you can choose from. There's like I think 4 to 10 different investigators you can choose from. So you can either be an investigator or one of the creatures. Now, creatures I found was more fun. Just going around collecting the clues wasn't really my thing, and avoiding the idols and just running in the dark. The visibility is pretty, I'd say it's okay like in this game. It's not going to make it like super challenging, but it's a little bit frustrating when it feels like you can never see without like using your flashlight. Now, the downside of using a flashlight or running is you make more noise or you're more visible to the creatures, and they're sort of like different demonic creatures, and I don't know, they're just like grotesque, like, I wouldn't say they're standard enemies, but there's like gargoyles, sort of like that kind of thing. So you have to protect each other's backs if you're an investigator. You collect the clues and artifacts for extra batteries for your flashlight and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. It's slightly different from Left 4 Dead. A lot more like, I guess you could say Clue Nancy Drew meets meets Left 4 Dead. And yeah, you have to avoid the monsters and idols. Idols will like make you go crazy if you, because they're supernatural and they're not meant to be, I guess, in this game world. So it affects your character if you stare at them, and it also alerts the creature in the level that you choose to go in. So there's also like you have to crack secret texts, which is kind of neat, and understand like the sigils that are in the stage. I didn't get that far as the investigator because I think the investigator is a lot harder to play as than the creature, where the creature goes around and like puts up idols, like monster idols, to make it easier to detect the investigators, and the creature just pretty much tries to creep up on the investigators and look at the glowing footprints if you're nearby to the investigators as well. So the creature's a bit more action oriented. The investigators, you got to be tiptoeing around a bit more. So yeah, it's great if you can play as friends, with your friends. I found it kind of boring playing on my own. I kind of chose not to play online, but then I found out like there's pretty much 1 or 2 groups playing online if you're lucky, since this game is 4 years old. It's a cool concept though. It's kind of a shame that they didn't actually manage to make like a White Noise Online 3. But yeah, it's pretty much a dead online game, unfortunately. If you can get it for $5 instead of the $10 price point, there's like $5 to $20 DLC. But again, like it's more extra characters and monsters than anything else. It's just such a unique game. Like it doesn't play like Left 4 Dead, but it's kind of like Left 4 Dead. And you just have to use stealth pretty much as the investigator, and as the creature you just have to like find the investigators as fast as possible. But I can't think of anything that really has done this as well as this game. Sort of imitate a bit of Left 4 Dead, but with its own twist. GTO, I think it's GTFO, like it seemed to try and do this, but I just felt like it didn't successfully make that whole stealth aspect to it. But this game, yeah, definitely I would give it a I'd give it, actually I was gonna give it a 7.5, but I'd give it 8 out of 10 because I found like if you're playing on your own offline, it gets really boring fast, and like it's not fun. It doesn't have that like I need to play another round like Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 had. But if you can find your buddies and hook them up with a copy of the game, then definitely try this out, and then hopefully watch out for the white noise in the game because that'll drive you crazy. Keep on gaming. Zzz.